33 million people in the United States, which is 10.4% of the US population, are uninsured in a study shown in 2014. The US is in need of a universal healthcare system, and in this speech I will go over 3 key topics to improve this. First, the problems of our current system. Second, the causes of these problems in our current system. And third, the solutions that can be put in place to stop these problems. The problems are thousands of deaths that can be prevented every year, and second, the unfathomable debt in our country from healthcare every year, and third, how dainty insurance companies are and how unfair treatment can be. This is shown in health insurance can make a life or death difference in a person when it states that insurance is modest but a real effect on the all-cause mortality in the US and 20% relative reduction in death compared to being uninsured. Therefore, by being insured, you can decrease the death toll in the United States, which is very, very prominent in every other country in the world, in the fact that their mortality rate is lower. And second, this completely changed the economy in decreasing debt. This is shown in could universal health care decrease the amount of US taxpayers pay. The government spends at least 1.9 trillion on healthcare every year, which is $5,960 per capita or $9,269 per person. This shows just how prominent we need a universal healthcare system, and the fact that we spend so much money yet is not spread throughout the whole of society. Second, there is a diagram in this article that shows even with the other universal healthcare systems out there, we pay the most in healthcare, even though it's not throughout this whole society. Third, unfair treatment, and therefore the article, can doctors refuse to treat patients? This is shown when it states, doctors have the legal right to refuse to treat patients. This just shows unfair treatment for the uninsured, and the fact that doctors won't even see them to look at their problems in their health. And it also could help death in the US as well. And it just shows you how dainty insurers are and how much they give and what treatment they can use. Finally, the causes of these are they all come from one source, and it is the government, because of the ill funding. This is shown in 5 biggest problems in healthcare today, when it says the overused and unnecessary care accounts for anywhere from 1/3 to 1/2 of healthcare. It can save billions of dollars. This can just show you that we can decrease death by a huge number, and the fact of allowing everyone get equal health care. Another is the bias of people, and not even allowing homeless people or people who don't look like they have insurance to come into the hospital, and the fact that they just don't seem to have this, therefore disallowing their treatment. Also, it can decrease the death toll, since it is very, very prominent in the increasing size because people are born into uninsured families. Finally, the solution for these in the big picture is universal health care can solve all of these problems, but not super quickly. It will take a couple of years in order for it to implement. And third, as a local community, we can provide care to hospitals by helping fund them and allowing them to treat these uninsured people. Fourth, what can you as a person do? You can donate to charities that offer free treatment to people who do not have the funding for insurance. Finally, These 3 points show the key problem to our current healthcare system, the problem, causes, and solutions. And this is why we need a universal healthcare system. What would you do if you were forced with life-threatening health problem and had no way to pay for it? Thank you.
Bravo, bravo.